Lens.
All right, so there's the watch list. Craig, watching that one. That's the first one I'm going to watch.
Lens.
I'm not going to trade Craig in the IRA. I just think that the risk on that is probably too high. But I will look for a scalp. So Craig, I'm thinking a scalp. High is 53. So a possible scalp back up over the $0.50. Entry would be around 350. Target, 360, 370. Just sort of small little scalps there on Craig. 5,000 shares I have ready to go. LENS is continuing to move up pre-market as we get closer to the bell. So just maybe let it pull back a little bit. We'll see where it opens.
Lens.
I like it, but
Trill. MTP. Lens.
all right, I got
lens.
I got a starter on Lens, and Craig I didn't fill on. So Craig, nice pop there. I only got 1,900 shares of Lens. Craig has a high of 380 right now. You can see on Craig, you'd have to be really quick, get in, get the profit, and get out. I would watch Craig if it got back over 380.
CVGI.
Watching the high day momentum scanners.
Blinn.
Craig.
Blinn. MKGI. Blinn.
All right, BLIN. Let me look at this. Long BLIN. Long BLIN. For the break of $3.
MKGI.
So BLIN, adding on this one for the squeeze over $3.
MKGI.
I tried to get in the IRA, but too slow. Got it in my main account only. BLIN right off the scans. Daily chart on this. I pulled up the chart and looked at it. I could see that we've got room up to 445. That's kind of the first big, that's the high target up there.
NFEC. MKGI.
Yeah, I'm in Lens, LENS. I got in at 446. I only got a partial fill on it though, so I'm just gonna have to, kind of.
MKGI.
I mean, I'll add coming out of the halt. I'm gonna cancel the order I still have there, the $0.50.
GSTA. CCCL.
CCCL is a stock we've traded in the past. It's not always been the easiest to trade.
CCCL.
I'll take a starter at $2, but I'm not going to be as aggressive on CCCL.
CCCL.
I'm long at $2.
CCCL.
I want to see it break over 210, 215. CCCL to me is like it's a stock I want to scalp. I don't want to marry it.
NFVC. BOXL.
Took my profit at 212, $500 on 5,000 shares. It might keep going into a halt. There's some chance that it will. I could get back in over 20. Over 220, I'd get back in with 2,500 shares. I've lost on CCCL a couple times, so I'm a little bit more cautious on that. All right, so
NFVC.
LENS, the halt time was 9:30 and 21 seconds. Resumption could be 1 minute away. So LENS, we'll pull that one back up. You're definitely seeing a market where these stocks are hitting the scanners, they're squeezing
NFVC.
up. NFEC is the next one on the scanners.
CVGI. Ears.
I'm just going to focus on the two that I'm holding right now. LENS, looking on this one to add for a break of $5. So I've got an order on LENS at 5.
News.
BLIN, I would look to add on that one as well.
Lens.
Just added at 482 for the break over $5. Sold half at 513. You know, this is one where I wasn't I wasn't able to get my full order filled. I'm still holding 240 shares now. I started with only 1,900, so you know it wasn't my full order. All right, stopped out of the rest of Lens. $1,000 profit total. And BLIN, I'll look to scalp this one on resumption. The problem with Lens is mostly that it was already extended coming into the open.
Yes.
So, you know, it was this continuation from yesterday, pretty extended, and those can be tricky. BLIN is just at the very beginning of its move. Got room up towards 445 on the high side.
Ears. BTAI. Blin.
All right, just added on BLIN, looking to scalp this. Got a high of 323. So over 323 is an add as well. Watching this, my average is 264. Added at 215 or 315 for the break of 340. Seeing if we're going to go into a second halt. New cost basis now is 295. Added again at 340 for the break over the $0.50. I'm thinking possible second circuit breaker halt on this one. Stop is $3. Stopped out at $3.
BTX Plus.
So $5,000 profit on that one, $1,000 on Lens, $500 on CCCL, $6,800 on the day. But we're not seeing we're not seeing them follow through. So what we need to see is the first one that holds its levels and continues higher, right? That's what we need to see. I mean, we're seeing good moves, but we're not seeing the second leg up, and that's what we want to see.
CLWT.
So CLWT,
GSTA,
you know, this one,
GSTA, ACET.
doing a little red to green move.
CLWT.
Long CLWT. Oh, you know what? See, I'm not, because
New
my hotkey
CLWT.
doesn't work with 5-cent tick stocks.
SBOT.
It's saying price rejected must be in nickel increments. All right. Well, I was going in for the $0.50 break because I was thinking red to green move.
NFEC.
But
NFEC.
I don't know. Maybe
Gut.rt.
maybe it's just as well I didn't get filled. NFEC is continuing higher. Long NFEC at $1.69. This one is one of the first ones to hold up. So NFEC did a 1-minute micro pullback, and now is continuing on the next leg up. So I like it for that, showing that strength.
NFEC.
So there's 75,
NFEC.
77,
NFEC
80,
drill.
over 85. I might look to add. My average is 68.
FSNN.
See what it does here.
FSNN.
I want to see it break 85. It's flashing around a little bit. You can see 83 on the ask, and then back down to 68.
ACET.
So the high of that candle is 85.
FSNN. FSNN. ACET.
It stopped out at 70.
Icon. BSPM.
So you have a 1-minute micro pullback there, 59. I got in at 68, so I was a little high. It pops up to 85. I took partial profit, stopped out of the rest, coming back down at 70.
FSNN.
EPIX I wouldn't go for. The daily chart's not that great, and it's not showing really any strength right now anyways.
WSC.
BLIN coming back down. We can see if it forms a 5-minute flag. I'm not sure if it will. CHFS pulling back a little bit. Watching the scanners.
Icon.
Nice, Michael. Good job.
BSPM. Icon. 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 Icon.
Again, I really want to see one that pops up and gives good continuation. So like CNET, it's a good 1-minute setup there for a break of 310. So is it going to continue higher, or is it going to just kind of pop up and drop back down the way NFEC did?
BSPM.
Today has been a good day. I'm up $7,500, but it's not been as good as yesterday or the day before. So right now we need to see a stock really kind of start to open up and go parabolic, and we're not seeing that quite yet.
IZEA.
IZEA, this is one that I've lost money on a couple times.
IZEA,
Daily chart
IZEA.
is interesting. Maybe I'll watch it. The high right now is 287. It would have to really break over 360 to be strong.
SLGL.
CNET is flagging under 330. It's a stronger daily chart. That one I might be more comfortable scalping over 331.
CNET.
Okay, I'm long CNET at 329 for the break of 331. This is a 1 minute opening kind of range breakout on CNET.
ACET. ACET.
So the thing with CNET is that when we get into these types of trades, we want to see them break out. Stopped out at 25 for a $200 loss. You know, this is IZEA pullback, CNET, you know, flagging right under that spot. This is a 1 minute micro pullback right here for an entry at 29. It hit a high of 32 and then just sort of stopped. So that's the stuff that we got to be careful of. NGVC, you know, which one is going to hold up? That's kind of the question now. Yeah, we're seeing this one, you know, from 740 to 8, but is it going to hold up? Is it going to continue higher? So I've got now one loss on the day. Just watching right now. DELT, I've traded that one a few times. Haven't always done really well on it. Just adding my trades here.
NGVC, 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 NGVC.
Just not sure on NGVC. I'm not really familiar with this stock, and the daily chart doesn't really. I mean, it's above the 200, which is great. It's not the recent IPO. It's not really what was giving us big momentum earlier in the week. So I'm not sure if it's one to be aggressive on.
STAF. BVXVW, BVXVW, STAF.
I think wait for 5-minute setups right now is probably the safest thing. BLIN, if it gets back over the VWAP, maybe, but it has sold off a little bit more than we'd like.
STAF, STAF, STAF. STAF, STAF.
Staff. Former runner, light volume, only 50,000 shares. Again, not a great daily chart, so I just don't know if it's really safe to keep jumping in these when we've seen a couple of them drop back down. Looks like this is going to get halted here at 209. Maybe I'll just let one or two go without me, and if we see things holding up, I can start to get back in for the second leg, higher. So halted at 209 on staff. New chat room's coming along really well. We're using it for Warrior Pro mentor sessions and for all of our Inner Circle students right now. So I wasn't recording yesterday. I stopped recording, I don't know, last week or 2 weeks ago when we were in this really slow patch because it was just like, losing day after day. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not going to record. This is nothing very exciting here. And then the trade on Wednesday, I took in the afternoon. It was just sort of a surprise trade, so I wasn't recording. And then yesterday, I didn't think to record. And I'm recording today, but today's not as exciting. So, kind of a bummer the way that works out. I'm using BATS on my hotkeys, BATS.
BLNKW.
Years, ARPN. ARPN with a 39 million share float, I don't think it's a potential stock for parabolic moves. I think that it's, you can see just looking at the level 2, it's more thickly traded. I think it's a little bit of a slower mover. Ears holding up a little bit. All right, so staff is halted. We'll watch this on resumption. Halt time was 9:51 and 51 seconds. Resumption could be here in about 40 seconds. Again, I'm concerned because it's coming into resistance points, but we've certainly seen some in the last few days that blow right through those resistance points, but it is below the moving average. BATS with B as in boy. And it's not because of the ECN credit, it's just because the routing has been the fastest. That's the only reason. All right, so about 10 seconds away from possible resumption.
BSPM, STAF, STAF, STAF.
Open about, a little bit higher. Will people buy it for a break of $0.50? Don't want to see it break below 2. Ooh, and there's 183. So I would say the writing is on the wall right now. The caution flag is out. Be careful. Got to slow down on trades until we see a stock continue higher. So if we see something like CLWT, the way it did yesterday, where it just kind of keeps grinding. We'll pull back here. Where it keeps doing this type of thing, it pops up, pulls back, goes back up, pulls back. It's going to ramp in volume, right? Ramping volume there, ramping up even more here. That's what we want to see. So right now it's just a waiting game, waiting until we see one. So I'll be sitting here watching the scans, just waiting. We might be done for the day. It is 10 a.m., but we might also get a surprise move. OPGN, let me take OGEN. I'll look at NGFC in a second. Yeah, sorry. NGVC. OGen getting some buying, but yeah, I have to be a little careful buying into these halts. NGVC, if it gives us a 5-minute setup, I would be interested. I don't want to buy it right here because I think it's too extended.
NAUH LINU